Hi, I'm Coco Novak, and I'm the author of the book called Single and Too Tired to Mingle on relationships with ourselves, our exes, our kids, and other important beings. So let me just walk you through the book a little bit. I think if you are a single parent or someone maybe struggling with parenting or child raising, you'll find a lot of informative things in here. The book kind of starts off with the first chapter called The Three Pillars. These are the three pillars of, I guess, your values or what makes you happy in life. So when I realized that my life wasn't kind of going where I wanted it to go, I really thought about what my values are in life. And for myself, it's my children, my career, and of course, my relationship. So even to this day, I check these three things to see if they're all in order in case, whenever I'm not feeling 100%. So I hope that you find that chapter valuable and find what works for you. Then we go on relationships. I think that oftentimes people think that they must be in a relationship, that they will be happier than being single. So I kind of walk you through different things and what research says about people who are in relationships or who are single. So it's not necessarily such a bad thing to be single. Then we talk about parenting, raising boys, on single motherhood. So it's kind of single motherhood throughout the world, what help there is available, whether it's, once you've had your child or when the child is older. And the book kind of wants to create a community of single parents because no one is alone. Everyone has gone through something that you're struggling with. And I hope the book kind of reaches out to you and makes you realize you are not alone. Single parenting is just tough for everyone, and we have to kind of get through it, and our children will be forever grateful for that. Chapter 6 talks about when our ex-husband or partner has children with someone else. So I found that particularly tough. I was really surprised that I found it so tough. So I kind of walk through my personal experience, but also all the chapters are research-based. So, for example, I look at what lawyers say about how people treat their children during a divorce. I look at the psychological aspect of, how we should be treating our children during a divorce and what happens to them. It's not just us that are suffering, the children are also suffering. So I have a look at that because I think it's a painful thing in everyone's life. Then I have a look at my parents and how I was parented. Again, there is research, literature research on different types of parenting and how different types of parenting affects the outcome of the child. Then I talk about siblings, so about the death of my sister and how my brother suffered from selective mutism. So it's mutism when the child decides to not speak to anyone anymore. He's a successful math lecturer now at a university. So it's a really nice story, kind of from a very troubled child to now being a successful adult. So this is like a bit of inspiration for any of you who are suffering from any kind of ailment and you don't think you can get over it. You can read about his story and see that, it is possible to move forward in life. And then I ended my book with chapter 9, kind of with my favorite relationships in my life, my favorite men, and what they gave to me. Because I think just because someone is an ex doesn't necessarily mean, we don't like them anymore, I don't know, or we didn't gain anything from them. Every relationship gives us something positive, hopefully, and let's forget the negatives. Let's focus on the positives. And I think we really can hopefully find positives from our exes and people in our lives. So that's the book. It is my personal experience, it is literature research, and at the end of every chapter you have a little self-help or a self-analysis section. I really hope you love the book. Drop me a line on my Facebook page or my Instagram or my YouTube under Coco Novak, and enjoy the read. Thank you so much.